Weekly Horoscope, 6th of June till 12th of June, 2022. Aries weekly conclusion, 6th June till 12th of June 2022. Aries, for all of you, in this coming week, you will going through lots of tensions, fruitless expenditures, domestic complication. There are few petty issues here and there and everywhere. Aries, you'll be quite restless and you're going through a lot of struggleful situations. In this coming week, Aries, you'll go through quite a few technical complications. It can be linked with a court case. It can be linked with a car. It can be linked with a family. It can be linked with property. It can be linked with your relationship. Aries, sometimes you can be quite aggressive, over-aggressive, over-expressive, overreactive. Sometimes you can be quite may I say annoyed, and you can be all over the place. Aries, in this coming week, you'll be participating in a lot of events, mingling with people, talking to people, listening to people, expressing your views about something, socializing with people, participating in a lot of events. Aries, you may expect a lot of happening on the personal front. If you live, you're a bachelor, you find a very fine match. Some of you are also expecting a new member in the family. Socially, this period is meeting a lot of new people, enjoying companionship. You would be honored and your status will be enhanced. You would also getting a plenty of opportunity to enjoy and also indulging in luxuries lifestyle. This particular period will also let you to acquire some sort of a sensuous material, accessories to enrich your life. This particular week signifies financial gain and growth of your income, especially to those people who are professional consultant. This particular week is also likely to bring in harmony, happiness in the form of success in upgrading your knowledge, ability and skill set. This week is also bringing a companionship of good people and give you a very unique opportunity for mingling with people and starting something new. Taurus weekly conclusion, 6th June till 12th of June 2022. The weekly conclusion for Taurus. In this coming week, Taurus, the conclusion of the week is you must look after your health and well-being. Taurus, you'll go through lots of complications. There will be rise in expenditure. You go through quite a few hassles, complications, and there will be quite a few hidden expenditures which you never thought before. You go through a few limitless domestic situations. Sometimes confidence can be shaken up. And you must be aware of borrowing a huge money. You can borrow a huge amount of money, or you can be under a huge debt. You have to be careful. Taurus, personally, you'll go through few fluctuations. Be aware of too many insecurities and overreaction and overactions. There are a lot of things are there in front of you. There will be lots of running around and unexpected expenditure. On one hand, Taurus, this particular period signifies financial gain. On the other hand, it also, may I say, unforeseen of losses of money or a huge expenditure or sudden expenditure. This particular week is also indicates unnecessary expenditure and wastage of money. This period would see you indulging in good attire, of which you may also lose some money. You have to take care of yourself or from any kind of a theft, cheating, deception, fraud. Be careful. If you are unmarried, you may be expecting a savior of some sort of a player and companionship. Friend would be good to you and very cooperative and helpful toward you. Try to stay away from any kind of a sharp weapons, doubtful, dodgy people. You have to be careful. Gemini weekly conclusion, 6th June till 12th of June 2022. The weekly conclusion for Gemini. In this coming week, there will be fruitless running around. There will be rise in expenditures. You'll go through quite a fruitless tensions and secret issues. You'll have many income resources. Be aware of fine, penalty, punishment. Be aware of cheating, deception, fraud. Gemini, you'll go through quite a few expenditures and be aware of a lot of issues, tricky situations, tedious, complex issues. Gemini, stay away from any kind of litigation. This may also cause kind of may I say loss of money if you're not careful. Moreover, you may also have to go through extra hard work to accomplish any task undertaken by you. You have to be aware of secret enemies or enemy and stay out their way to avoid any kind of humiliations. Hold on to respect and honor and try to keep your honor in society. You could be mentally disturbed due to several reasons. You're susceptible to too much worries, restlessness during this phase of time. Your popularity would be rising and your reputation would also be see an upward move during this phase of time. You're likely to concentrating on acquisition of comfort, means of pleasure, and lifestyle. You may also consider buying a property or car as well. Socially, a very bright period could be predicted. You could also expecting a rise in status, prestige and honor in society and a lot of cooperation from your friends. Cancerian weekly conclusion 6th June till 12th of June 2022. The weekly conclusion for Cancer. In this coming week, Cancerian, you'll go through quite a lot of running around. So please be prepared for running around, hassles, traveling. You'll go through quite a lot of complication. At the same time, you'll get the help, support to resolve all these kind of tedious situation, scenario and complications. Cancerian, beware of any unnecessary arguments or conflict between people around you, and you have to watch your financial transaction. Sometimes family support won't be there when you really need them. Sometimes you feel lonely and nobody's there to support you, help you or guide you. You'll be left alone. You go through quite a lot of in-depth thinking, planning. You receive an important news and sometimes those kind of news can shake you up personally or professionally. If you're a student, then you have to use this time in a most productive way. Refrain from distraction. Do not waste your time, precious time on fruitless things or activities. You have to refrain from any kind of a distraction. You have to focus on what is more important for you at this particular scenario and time. Leo weekly conclusion 6th June till 12th of June 2022. The weekly conclusion for Leo. In this coming week, professionally, you'll come across dignified opportunity and achieving rise in status, prestige and honor. Leo, you will come across harmony and happiness. You go through few communications and official technical issues. Leo, you got to handle the situation very delicately. If you are involved in an inheritance issue, you got to delegate everybody nicely, properly, and make sure the political equation is balanced between you and the other members of the family. Leo, by the weekend, your achievements will be there from the foreign contact, but you must look after your health, linked with lower abdomen and any issue linked with blood, urine, and digestive system. Leo, this is a favorable period. It offers you promotion, progression, success in all your undertaking. You may be expecting a promotion at workplace, favor from seniors, honor from higher authorities, even more opportunity could be expected. This particular period also donate success in your undertaking in favorable culmination of any stuck-up deal. Socially, Leo, you may expect even more respectable position. Your social circle will be widened, meaning more positive, gainful interaction with companion and honor from circle of friends and acquaintances. You may even expect to be honored by highest of authorities. Best of luck. Virgo weekly conclusion. Weekly conclusion for Virgo, 6th June till 12th of June 2022. Virgo, in this coming week, most of your efforts will be rewarded. You go through lots of struggles for maintaining your status, prestige and honor. You got to look after your health and well-being. Beware of headaches and unnecessary stress. Your expenditure will be sky high. In a foreign project, you will go through a lot of technical issues, but your progression will be there. Your past efforts will be rewarded, but your professional challenges will be lingering on. You got to be on alert and on guard. This particular phase will bring in obstruction, interruption in your field of work. You have to take care of yourself regarding your respect and honor and position in workplace. You have to make sure the workplace must intake. Making sure you don't have to do anything which you will regret it later on. Watch out and avoid probably hurdles before venturing into something new. Mentally, you feel hassled, overburdened, sometimes unstable due to several reasons. Beware of enemies, as they could harm you more during this phase of time. You have to be on guard, you have to be on alert. Avoid any argument with your family members or relatives, as this may lead to totally unnecessary conflicting situation which you don't need at this particular time. Virgo, during this particular period, you are susceptible to become very irritable and may try to find out fault in matters related to religion, common belief, or politics. This period also demands you more labor from you to accomplish any task undertaken by you. Libra weekly conclusion, 6th June till 12th of June 2022. Libra, in this coming week, most of your efforts will bring financial rewards and accomplishments. You'll achieving rise in status, prestige, but for maintaining, you'll go through a lot of struggle. And that struggle will be carrying on. You got to look after your health regarding headaches, regarding stomach, regarding stress level. Your expenditure can be sky high. You go through lots of different opinion and clashes in your personal domain and your professional dimension. You go through quite a few developed misunderstanding and ego clashes within your own circle of people around you. Refrain from any kind of a scandalous relationship, scandalous situations, and cheating, deception, fraud. You got to be on alert, on guard for your own good. This particular week mostly indicate a troublesome period caused by dodgy companion. Stay away from any kind of a dodgy people around you and try to maintain a good rapport with your partner or life partner or business partner. Financially, not a very good period. It would be better to stay away from any dealing with dodgy people, and you may also realize that you have some wicked friends who would try to harm you or backstab you or grass you up. Involvement with unnecessary dodgy people may create a lot of grief during this phase of time. Chances that you may even create a lot of enemies due to some conflict related to companion. This particular period also see you suffering from mental agitation, distress and anger. You have to take care of your health. You're likely to suffer from a lot of health issues, male and female health issues, urinary issues. Professionally, this period could not be regarded as a conducive. Avoid wicked colleague, and these people will create an obstacle in your progression. So refrain from any bad or foul company. And you're likely to get honor from higher authority in your field of work or by government authorities. But refrain from foul or bad company. Scorpio weekly conclusion, 6th June till 12th of June. Scorpio in this coming week. In this coming week, your income can be low, expenditure can be sky high. Scorpio, professionally, you go through a lot of struggle and domestic complication. You got to look after your health and well-being. There will be fruitless running around by the weekend. There will be a lot of hassles. By the weekend, there will be family relationship differences, clashes, ego clashes, and there will be great improvement with the passage of time, and a lot of complication will be resolved and understood with the help of your friends and colleagues. And you will need a support from a consultant who can help you out to resolve a lot of your technical issues and technical complication. But you will get it. You will be able to materialize a lot of your plans and imagination. Avoid any kind of unpleasantness between you and your family member. If any of these unpleasantness happen, this will give you agony. Handle your enemy with care and be cautious enough to avoid creating a new enemies. Your enemies will likely to give some more harassment during this phase of time. Your health would be requiring more attention during this phase of time. Take care of your food intake. Look after your blood pressure. Some of you also go through personal behavior change during this phase of time. Some of you also going through unlikely if you become so furious, apprehensive and very strained from the nearest or dearest one. Some of you also even tend to lose their glory and fame during this phase of time. Development of some needless needs and urge to do immoral deed may land you some of you in a very thick. So beware of that. Be careful of that. Stay away from any kind of a living conflict with a family member during this phase of time. Be careful. Sagittarius weekly conclusion. In this coming week, you will involve in a new project, new venture, new idea. You will be able to materialize your plans. You'll be very busy. You'll go through a lot of family hassles and complication. Your professional accomplishments will be there according to expectation. Refrain from out of control aggression and overexcitation. Otherwise, you'll end up hurting your health and well-being. With out of control behavior, you'll end up ruining something very important. You have to calm down yourself. You got to be on guard, alert, and beware of cheating, deception, fraud. This particular week also, financially, you'll be able to raise your funds. If you're taking any examination under any government department or any interview, job interview, or any kind of a test during this phase of time, you're most likely to be successful. If employed, you're likely to get promoted during this particular time, this phase of time. Moreover, you're also expecting a rise in position in society. You're also likely to encounter a lot of new enemies who could also be from your own circle of friends, or family or friends. Some of you also befriend some of you wicked people whom you may suffer later on. Keep an eye on your behavior. It might become cruel during this phase of time. Few of you also go on some kind of a settlement with your own people. Your health would require some attention. Then may I say more than usual, as this particular period makes you susceptible to developing a fever and discomfort in your chest or in your, may I say, anything to do with breathing or stomach. Some of you also suffering from radical health issue, most related to blood or urine or stomach or blood pressure. Mentally, you're likely to be worried and you have to be careful. Be focused. Capricorn weekly conclusion. In this coming week, your income will be low, expenditure can be sky high. Professionally, you go through lots of obstacles, delays, complications. You go through a lot of domestic hassles. You'll be quite restless during certain issues or certain reasons. By the weekend, you'll involve in a new project, venture, or idea. You'll come across lots of income resources. Due to over-aggression, you'll end up spoiling something very important. This particular week mostly give you some kind of financial growth for you. You could also expecting a rise in your prosperity if you are a manufacturer or import-exporter. This could be a good time to bringing you profit. And at home, you're likely to spend quality time with your spouse or family. And moreover, you would also enjoying a good food, gorgeous attire, perfumes. The social aspect of your life would be full of happy and happening. Your popularity would be rising and you're most likely to acquire a lot of new friends. The company of old and new friends would also give you much more happiness, and you may even consider staying away from family, having a more fun or going out. This particular period is also likely to see you enjoying a companionship and enjoying it thoroughly. Aquarius weekly conclusion, 6th June till 12th of June 2022. Aquarius, the weekly conclusion. In this coming week, weekly conclusion wise, a lot of your sale project will be back on track. Your achievements complication will be there. Your foreign project will be back on track. With the help of a professional friend, you will be able to resolve a lot of your problems, complication, tedious scenario situation. Those will be resolved. Your foreign project will bring dignified success, prosperity. Due to Saturn's retrograde situation, you go through a lot of domestic complications, financial expenditure, health issues. You'll also feel that your own people will treat you like a stranger. Be aware of an accident. Socially, this should be a good time for you. You're likely to overcome all your fears and worries. Your colleagues and acquaintances would be cooperative and helpful toward you. You also likely to widen your circle of friends and win over your enemies during this particular phase of time. Your rapport with immediate family would be very much cooperative, cordial, and very cordial, and your siblings are likely to enjoy good timing with you. Moreover, you may also indulge in lifestyle, luxuries, friendship, passion, companionship. Your interest toward religion would be rising, and auspicious happening may cheer you up as well. Health is likely to be in good shape. If you're a bachelor, you find a very unique companion. And may I say, find a perfect match. Some of you are also expecting a new member in the family. And this particular period may I say, you have to look after your financial decisions and choices. Secret enemies may create a problem for you during this phase of time. Stay away from any kind of arguments or conflicting situation or develop misunderstanding between you and the people around you. Pisces weekly conclusion. 6th June till 12th of June 2022. The weekly conclusion for Pisces. In this coming week, you'll come across financial gain. A lot of your complication will be resolved, done and dusted. Please be prepared for the traveling. There will be lots of happening. This time is full of energy. You will acquire your peace of mind and happiness. But due to certain position, you will come across few uncertainties linked with career, profession, family. There should be a time of great activity in your life when you will be working very hard further on your own interest and assert yourself among others. You'll have the chance to show the world what you can do now. You come on to others with much more vigor and vitality. You're likely to make a great impression upon them at this particular phase of time. You'll be much better off if you can work independently without worrying about how others people react towards you or act or react towards you. During this phase of time, you're much more of a fighter for your own right than usual. You will not let anyone take anything away from you. Although you will be not usually irritable or touchy, you will fight on if somebody attacks you first. Your physical energy level is quite high. You should be able to do a lot of work during this particular phase of time. If there are badly aspected planets in this particular phase of time, you should be more careful of any kind of illness or accident. And sometimes these things can happen. There should be a period of upbeat, independent activity where you can work out a lot of problems and accomplishing a great deal. This should be a positive time, but be focused, refrain from distraction. Please press the bell for like and share this content with your family members, with your friends, and become our subscriber. You can achieve a lot of benefits. Then we can share a lot of content like a monthly horoscope, yearly horoscope report, Rahu Ketu's transit effect for you, Jupiter's transit effect for you, Saturn transit effect for you. And we'll also share with you live streaming, in which you can participate in our live show for any live show consultation. And you can participate and take the consultation through live show. We can share that live streaming link with you. But if you are going through a phase of time where you need guidance, where you have to make an important decision or choice, where you want a clarity in everything and where you want an analysis of the week, then please, for that purpose, you might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, which can give you complete analysis for the weekly horoscope with the extensive weekly report, task of the week, precaution of the week, chanting, which chanting you must do to build up your spirituality, to your strength, to become very powerful, and give you the complete analysis of the week, your action, reaction, and environment of the week. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, Prakash, astrologer.com. Acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best.